What's going on? What's going on? How's it going, y'all? Cheers. Put that on. Boom. Cheers. Coffee time, man. Coffee in the joints. Beauty, Mike. Every second we're about. Oh no. Yo, Space Monkey, what's up, man? Hey, I don't know. I sent you a video link, but it's from Facebook. I don't know if it goes out. It's funny. So hopefully it works, man. I sent it to your email. I don't know if it'll link out. So funny though. How you doing, my man? Happy Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day to your mom. Thank you for making her one or whatever. It really was, man. That was funny, man. Too bad it wasn't the whole movie. If it was the whole movie, I would have just sat there and watched it. Damn, bro. Look at the baby Stacy Keach and whatever. It was cool though, man. Yeah, I saw some kids dressed like that before. Really funny, like little Cheech and Chong kids, you know? Yeah, yeah, just watch the whole thing. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That'd be the shit. So yeah, I saw some kids dress up like that before on Halloween, which is really cool. When my kids dressed up as Jay and Silent Bob, I'm telling you, man, like two people stopped them and were like fucking you guys are drug dealers? That's what they're you guys are dressed as drug dealers? They were so mad, a couple people, and it's like, well, I guess you're fans. How am I? Dude, I don't know. I don't know. But I'm fine. You know what I mean? Mother's Day's never gone well for me, man. Holidays aren't really my thing anyway. Not really. It doesn't work that well. I like to share a little bit of Valentine's Day love. Can't answer my sisters today, or I'll get in trouble on that because they're mothers, but they're not my mother, and they know that. So I don't know, man. I'm a trapped rat right now. In high school, and your buddy was Jay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. 7-Eleven. Yep, yep, yep. Nah, it's okay, Space Monkey, man. It's okay. But yeah, man, I got to get that picture to you of them. It's really hilarious. My dad, he's a photographer actually, so he took a real nice black and white photo of them fitting. He took a couple, but he took a real nice one that I'll send you by email. I mean, they were pretty accurate, Jay and Silent Bob. I'll tell you that. We got this one short video of my son dancing, and he's got in like what do you call it, like a gut. He's got like a fake gut that's bouncing around with him with his Silent Bob, and it's just so funny because it was like him dancing out in front of 7-Eleven. See, so their pictures. Every 2 years we take a picture of them at a do not, like one of those do not block exit doors at a 7-Eleven or something. At one time it was at a Wawa, but it doesn't matter. We figure you could do that almost anywhere. So when they're real old, these siblings, they can look at the pictures of them growing up together every 2 years, and it's always in that same format. So like one day it'll be a slideshow that'll be like, here's you guys over the last 25 years or whatever. Shit, 25 years ain't nothing. I mean, it'll be 50 by then, right? But yeah, we do that so they can see the growth, man. Nah, Space Monkey, man, it's just tough shit, man. It's just tough shit. Got a lot of people, man. Got a lot of people, more problems, right? Yup, 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 yup. It's unnecessary. It's totally unnecessary, Space Monkey. People, they forget how to just be friends, man. Yeah, it's a war, man. Do you want to fight or do you want to win? Scrapping is for fools, man. What up, kid?
We are back. She's doing good, by the way.
Yep.
They're not super busy over there, surprisingly.
Man, nobody goes over there, man. I mean, just like Saturday morning.
She said yesterday, like, it's going to be all the same Sunday pieces.
I love the OCB. The Raw is a little less quality, but I love them both. You said what, Ella?
She said yesterday that it's probably going to be all the same people that usually come in on Sunday.
Yeah, Saturdays are busy over there. And yeah, man, I dig the OCB a lot. The raw just doesn't burn as well. You know what I mean? The OCB is pretty dang good. Thanks for that, man. Yeah, 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 yeah. Are those your regular? Those are your regular size, man. Those are long sticks. I know, I know. I mean, I do not like raw 500s, but this is the only way to get one penny paper. It's $4.99. You know, $4.99, 500 papers. And you like Elements rice? Yep. I used to try all of the papers, right? So I've tried so many papers. Some of them are terrible, man. They just burn all uneven and stuff. Right? Yeah, man. It's worth being picky. What kind of rice paper? Oh, I had a Giza rice paper that was real nice, like the pyramid. Yeah, being picky, like the OCB, absolutely great. Well, I mean these, I love these zigzag. And what else I got over here? Oh, those Afghan hemp ones. I don't see any. Yeah, I must have smoked them all. Yo, what's up, Larry? How you doing, bro? How you doing, bro? Happy Mother's Day, man. Larry, Larry, what you playing? Good to hear, man. Oh man, Larry and Space Monkey can attest to this. The first time that Danny Thompson came up, he did play a little bit of guitar. He wasn't rehearsed for it. He played a little bit, but one of these days, because he wanted to share stories last time, one of these days, if he'll come up and play a few licks for us, man, he's a fantastic telly player. He's a telly ambassador. I'm convinced now. He's got a Fender F tattoo on himself. I'm convinced now I got to get an Epiphone E. It just all came together. I got to get an Epiphone E tattooed on myself. That's my deal, you know. He is chill, man. He is. And you know what? Like, as odd as it is, running into the person like that sometime in your future life, as odd as that is, I mean, like, we're friendly, you know? He likes talking to me on the phone and stuff. So it's kind of cool. It's kind of cool. He's totally chill. He's totally chill. And his wife's right behind him, encouraging him, you know? So that's kind of cute too. She's right behind him, giving him a push. And look what he did. He just did that investigation video on the Elvis guitar thing. The Elvis guitar that sold at auction. Yeah. So check out his channel, man. That Elvis guitar mystery is really cool. He's on it. I mean, yeah. But he's been through wild stuff, man. I mean, when they all met him and whatever, he's playing guitar in a bar. He's 14, 16 years old doing that, already making money at gas stations, making money in the bar playing guitar. Smart guy, or just a dedicated guy, and definitely he's put himself out there his entire life, he's made himself independent. And that's his stories get wild because his experiences have been. There's a lot between there and here. What do you say, 61? I think he said he's 61. But yeah, check out his channel and the $75,000 Elvis guitar. That's his new video. He just got new equipment, so I think he'll redo some of his tutorials, his music tutorial videos. Mm, lessons, lessons. Yep. And as we talked about both times that he's been up, I mean, he had that situation where the rest of his band were not really musicians, so he had to handle all of the writing, and that makes him the two guys, the melody guy and the harmony guy. It makes him both because he's got to be. So that just makes him a better all-around musician because he was in that corner where it was all on him, and you got to be of two minds to really do that. I got no problem because it's not about me. It's like whatever serves the song because I know I'm not any good. You know what I mean? So, but people like that, they just rock it. They can stand out. Dedicated. That's why. I can't believe he doesn't have records and stuff anymore, but he doesn't. But being that they were into like that rockabilly and original old stuff, at some point they had to have their records, to even learn. We only scratch the surface, most of us, on that type of music. I know the Cramps had quite a collection. Gee, they knew what was up. They knew what was up. I love them. They got so much charm. Oh, Epiphone is my go-to, man. My Epiphone SG. It's not real clear in the high tones, so it's kind of muddy. So it's more of a rhythm guitar. My Epiphone SG. I got a sister guitar for it while recording. I needed something on the medley side. I mean, on the higher end of the guitar that was real clear. So I got a Dean. So I got a Dean. That's like the sister guitar to my SG now. Like they work together. They're the two guys. They're the two guys, not even me. They just have their own quality. But yeah, Epiphone for me has always been great. My favorite guitars have been Ibanez. You know what I'm saying? But that's kind of a hit or miss. Kind of a hit or miss. My sisters had Gibson. I mean, not Gibson. They had Hummingbird copies from Sears. Hummingbird acoustics. So that's what I grew up with. I had those guitars by the time I was 4 years old because they didn't have any interest in them, and I converted them. One of them I took and I put a battery in under the bridge, and the battery was like for a distortion sound, ring, ring, ring. And then on the other one, I cut about this much of a skateboard rail and I put it under the bridge, so it was boom, boom, boom. So that was like the bass. So I had the boom, boom with the tamping of the skateboard rail, and then I had the ring with the brightness of the gain essentially of a battery under the strings. So that's what I did with those guitars, and I had that and an electric organ, little cheap ass, little baby toy organ, whatever. And so between those three things, and then school was like do the and all that, and that's all I could do. Dude, real Gibson hummingbirds are the best. So, even my copy, or both of them, the Sears ones. Ooh, they got that large scale neck. You know what I mean? It's not like the telly at all with that little neck. No, they got that broad fingers, wide. What do you call it? Wide scale or large scale. I love the hummingbird. Yeah, my favorite guitars that I've had really have been Ibanez, but the best one got stolen. Oh, otherwise, man, I would love to have a Dean, but I never will, so I'll play somebody else's. I'd love to have a Honer bass, and I never will, so I'll play somebody else's. I'd love to have a Warwick bass. Oh my gosh, would I love a fretless Warwick? Maybe a 5-string. Whoa, wouldn't that be something? It's never going to happen. So, I'll stick with Epiphone. and I'll make it a calling card. What is up, Asia and Tasha? How you doing? Cheers, cheers. Nice to see you. A Flying V. Oh, I had a copy Flying V for a few years. It was a Japanese one. It wasn't a what are those made by? Are those Gibsons? Yeah, those are Gibsons, right? Yeah, it was a fake. But I had it for a few years. It was pretty funny. It was pretty funny. I put all these stickers all over it and pissed off the person I was borrowing it from. Okay, Tasha. Heck yeah, heck yeah. Flying V, man. I'd love to have one now. One with polka dots like Randy Rhoads. Randy Rhoads was so badass. Very good music, man. Guy had something special. I think this is one of the Raws here. He's calling you. He heard you talk about his V. Happy Mother's Day, Tasha. Yeah, I think this is one of the Raws here. Space Monkey Buck. That'll do. That'll do. My fingers always lose tack, man. Not lizard enough. You have a Washburn Electric, Alvarez Epiphone Jumbo, and a Gibson Hummingbird. That'll do, pig. That'll do. Hard hat. Hard hat. Some asshole pissed on my leg. What was that? Lard ass? Your music poor? Oh man, I have given away more than I have in money. And so I used to think of this way. I used to think if I get a $300 guitar, I better get 3 years out of it. If I get a $200 guitar, I better get 2 years out of it. So when I would hit like the 5th year, I'd give it away. I figured like it's an operating expense. And Jimmy wants to come up and talk specifically about how he spent so few. And he started it and he was like something around 3,000 something, how much he spent on his musical equipment in a lifetime. And I was like, your Gretsch was what, $870? And he was like, it was exactly $870. How'd you know? So his Gretsch drum kit, which was probably his best single instrument to me, was his most expensive. And he's like, how did you nail it? And I'm like, dude, I know what shit costs, bro. Almost $4,000. That's right. And if I had 3,000 to get a Warwick bass, I would. A fretless Warwick. But it's never happening in my life, bro. Never happening. Jimmy's little copy telly that he just got, which, by the way, has a Gibson neck. Gibson shaped neck. Anyway, he got that one for $120 with like a little practice amp, cables and a strap, probably. You know what I mean? So good deal. Very good deal. It's a solid body, not much concern for performance. He can adjust that. Like, okay, I've never plugged in my Epiphone Les Paul Jr. I've never plugged it in. It's my newest instrument. I've never plugged it in. Guess what? I'm not going to. I'm going to go get a new humbucker before I ever plug it in. I'm going to go get like a really high performing EVP or something, a really high performing double rail smooth humbucker to put in there instead of just the stock one. But that Les Paul Jr. Epiphone, it might have cost me $200, but probably not. It was probably less. I'm telling you the truth, I'm all about it. If I get my Ibanez bass all cleaned up and, re-intonated, that'll be great. Because that's a great, great bass. It's an Ibanez sound gear. So that damn gnat. Frankie, happy birthday. Molly Malone. Almost 4,000. Yep. Those Hummingbird copies they had were great, though, Larry. I swear to you, man. I mean, I've played both. I'd love to have a Dean. Boy, they sound good. You know what would really turn me on, though, if I could get a PV bass? I think Kev's got one of those PV basses out there. That would excite me. I've always loved PV amps, dude. That's your lowest price for wattage right there. You get a lot more performance out of your tube amps that, but I'm a solid state guy, 100% solid state. Just what I grew up with. I knew exactly what sound I liked. And it comes from a PV, especially a Rage. A PV Rage. Very well, dear Frankie, very well. Blub, blub, blub. Thanks for all the likes, man. Amazing. Don't hesitate to chat in, man. Don't anybody be intimidated out there now. Frankie's in the house. A Martin D8. Yup. Everybody I knew who had a real nice Martin friend or Larry were not players. They weren't players. They were like, I have this great guitar. You play guitar. Hey, you want to see it? Yes. Okay, it's time to put it back in the closet. They weren't players ever. They were people with money. Oh, Lord. What a shame. That's right, Frankie. Peace to all your mothers. Peace to all your mothers around. And not around. I know sometimes they're not around. Man. I love that my mother and we graduated from, I told her years ago, I was like, I don't need a mother. Don't need a mother, Mom. Okay. We graduated from that. And she had a mother much like herself because that's where you get it from. So she understood. She's like, I get it. Lord, her mother, bro, would tie her to a chair to go, vacuum the floor or whatever. For real, dude. For real, back in those days. For real. Yo, what's up, Mr. Six? Oh, man, thank you. Thank you, Mr. Six. Heck yeah, Space Monkey. See you later, man. Holy sheep shit. Hamburger. One of these days, Frankie. One of these days. To the moon with that hamburger. Happy Mother's Day to your mother, Mr. Six. Everybody. Frankie, happy Mother's and Others Day to you with all your children, sir. You deserve the respect. Look at that funny mustache I got on, man. I hate mustache. I'll get rid of that soon. Just lazy. The honeymooners your whole life? Oh my gosh. My fucking grandmother, man, she didn't even know how to hold her tongue. She was like, yeah, your father reminds me a lot of that guy. You know what I mean? I'm like, dude, you don't say that. Remember, that was a TV show about a domestic abuse situation, and it wasn't enough to do it once. They had to make a cartoon about it too, just so the kids didn't miss out. Joe G, your wife is a wonderful, wonderful wife and mother. She needs to sing for dear Frankie though. Oh man, you know, she quit the band years ago too. She doesn't sing for us because she said you can't tune me like an instrument. She got real pissed eventually. So Jimmy and I are just we are the band now. It's just Jimmy and I. One more time, pow! Right in the kisser. Yeah. I got a good sense of humor about it, but you know, it was an odd choice, especially to do it twice. Six is awesome, Frankie. Heck yeah, bro. Six just sent me some interesting music, man. Pow! Yeah, you guys are awesome, man. Frankie, man, my wife, she had to go to her mother's house for a week plus. You know, she's back, but I don't think she's back with me. I think that's we're split right now, bro. I mean, we've been together since 2001. She split from me four times before. It's the fifth. That's all it is. Um, but that is what it is right now. I don't survive holidays that well, man. It is what it is right now. It hadn't been for sure. I hadn't told anybody, you know, and it hadn't been for sure. But she said, "Yeah, it's for sure." So it's okay, Frankie, man. I've always tried to give her the room for things that she thought she missed, so she could go look and find out that there's a home here. But if she doesn't trust, she won't understand. And that's, you know, experience of life that gets her to distrust. So, I'm good, bro. I'm good, Frankie. Don't worry, bro. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I have to be, man. There's a lot more. There's a lot more in the world, you know? So, trust me, I'm fine. It's just a bad situation. I'm okay, Frankie. Living organically through the wired age. It's weird. Yep. Well, I don't mind. I don't mind. Whatever tech comes, you know, tech use. Fearlessly, man. Everybody wants you to be paranoid about it so you get left out. You know, all the smartest people who were developing all the technology and computer and world, you know, None of them had passwords or anything because they didn't want to stifle innovation. So all your fears have to be put aside, man. Yeah, I do. I do, Frankie. Sometimes if I get lucky. Having a heart with technology. Yeah. No, it's cool. It's great that we can actually make those connections that we couldn't organically make or not simply. I'd be sending up smoke screens. Hey, where are you guys? Where are you guys? You won't see my little puff of smoke over there, you know? These are our windows, you know? These are our windows. And then it gets real, you know? Then it gets real. And that's cool. It starts at a level, glass to glass, but it gets real. I know, man. I know. Here I go. I'm calling you. I'm calling you. Mr. Six, my smoke signal is now like a ding on your phone. Bing, bing. It's a notification smoke signal. We should set it up to like we'll get with the iPhone company and see if they can get a puff of smoke to come out. Right. Native American Canada. Yeah, just a little puff out of the iPhone. Be careful with the limeys. Oh my gosh, Frankie. Frankie, stop it, man. No sexism here. Don't talk about the bloody palms. There's an app for that. Like then you change the notification bell to like what is it called? Personalized all or smoke signal. They can work together. Actually, it'll have to be Google, right? Because Google owns YouTube, so it'll have to be for an Android. What the fuck do we call it if it's for an Android? The bloody pooftas. Cheers to them, though, man. I'll be careful with them, but I don't hate them. Anybody, Frankie, I don't hate them. Right? Then you'll have every little company in the world selling different terps. They'll be like, I got a different turf profile to poof out at you. Her Majesty. She owns all the fucking fish or whatever. She owns all the sturgeon. That ain't right, Frankie. And she's allowed to drive as fast as she wants. But it's a he now, anyway. They can't own all the sturgeon, man. I know, Frankie. I know. Cheers, bro. All right, everybody. I got 10 likes going on here. Let me figure out what I'm going to feed him, and I'll be back later. Hopefully, with a StreamYard, we can join some people in. We'll give Sean his chance. He thinks he's got his thing working. I keep saying he's trolling me. I know he's not. But hey, we played Connect 4. Who wants to play Connect 4 tonight? See you then. One more like. Oh, never mind. Curse it all. One more like in the video on demand. Peace.